Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, we're continuing on where we left off. Stenian has been taken by the horde of alchemists here, and we are to talk to Nidhana back up here at the Great Work. I wonder what happened to this Stenian. God help the poor man. So we're going to try talking to everybody here. It's going to be a pain in the ass. So let's go ahead and try to talk to Orianjay. He said that shellfish is ideal for those who've suffered blood loss. Maybe we should have acquired some from Matsuya. Oh, for the days when I enjoyed such fervent adoration, but on this occasion I'm glad to entrust the burden of popularity to Stenian. Oh, you are a dick. Pray pay me no mind, I'm here that I may be of service, nothing more. I bet that kid's the dragon. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Cryo herself tied up with another investigation, Hydaelyn is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans and nullify etheric emissions. Ah, indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. Such as we can only study tower from far and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. So, in order to strike back, Sawtrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, and even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we still are in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protection, protective property through our alchemy. Next scale is provided by His Excellency. We've been able to make steady progress with the Talisman. His Excellency. Soon we'll be ready to conduct a field test. Here is where you and your blessing of light come in. But just leave it to me. What exactly is that you need me to do? Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Yeah, whatever it is, leave it to me. Thank you, unless you wonder, we ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you, with your permission, of course. Sure. In that case, Orianjay will find other ways to make ourselves useful, seeing as you all work to the point of collapse. I suspect you could do with more hands. I will be grateful for any assistance you can provide. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Have you already? Then let's put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work, turn south, there'll be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. They're gonna summon the primals, aren't they? Good luck with Tess. I shall remain here to assist with other alchemists. She's gonna summon a primal. Oh, is that bitch gonna summon a primal? How the hell do you get up there? Wait a minute. How do you get up there? Do you have to run all the way around? Oh no, there's a... Oh no, there's a path, Pog. I didn't even see this. Oh, Elfcock blades. Oh yeah. Yay. You know what the funny part is? I think I came this way and went back the way I came because I thought there was no way up here. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to physical strain. The huge fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the drunken Deepa. The Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from tradition, we create this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. And if crouching, even those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. For your test, you'll be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin when you're ready. I shall observe from a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you're not the subject. Follow the drunken Deepa's lead and try not to fall behind. Alright, buddy, let's go. He's my buddy. Why is it drunk? Okay, I assume this is where the first blast occurs. Called it. Hitting Ether, please stand back. Why are you stand back? Great discharge. Test subjects, please gather. You were struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject had an irrepressible urge to empty the stomach. Confirm. Routine test, please follow. How the hell do you get a peacock as a goddamn mount? That looks awesome. Hey there, please stand back. Come on, Kiko, we got back up. Warning, discharge ether. Struck by another powerful blast, but suffer no ill effects. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Alright, buddy, let's go. So when we find out the entire town's like overran with tempered. Funny stuff. Warning, discharged ether. Struck by no, but suffer no harm. The blessing light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Now your regulates confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow for final discharge. Oh, gremlin bastard. Last one up here. It's probably over there. We're struck by the strongest blast of either yet, but survived completely unscathed. Your exposure test included. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your exposure and your humors. My favorite part about that is it makes it seem like you're taking in radiation. Like you get so much it's radiation poisoning, not etheric sickness. I've turned and not on your knees. A promising sign, but come, let us take the deep off your hands. Thank you as your plan is to eat up when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort. You're feeling perfectly fine. Yeah. The strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There's no risk that power will corrupt your ether. This, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Wait a minute. You're capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of special ink, but we have exhausted our swords of a key ingredient for it, the spirit weed. River grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we are Oxadora travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I will compensate you for your troubles, of course. And your debt. Without further ado, let's head to Kajio's Footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. I don't know why, but I just have this horrible sense of foreboding that possibly, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but as Hydaelyn gets weaker, what are the chances that her blessing can no longer protect us? Like, we lose the blessing and we have to use the talisman? That would be so crazy, dude. That actually would explain some stuff. Because it would be the end of the Hydaelyn Zodiac arc if Hydaelyn's dead. And we no longer are bound by the light. We're just a regular Eorzean at that point. I may simply be imagining, but I feel as though we're being followed. I would say yes. Oh, God, that gave me a fright to think the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Next says I should come with me. You alright, I hope? Yep. Good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. Oh. Y'all. I gotta just summon my Ixil companion to fly me up there. Just run. I just run from place to place. It's slightly slower, but it's more entertaining because it also takes away my ability. You have to wait for that thing to quit. And here we are, Kajia's footsteps. Kajia was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place and train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. Happy benefit is the spirit way grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting once if you be so good to stand guard. Captains aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. People riding around on their mounts.
Yes, that would be Radzad Han. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the Sawtrap, the trials he must be facing.
You trust the Sawtrap? What can you tell me of the Sawtrap? Can you tell me of him?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzad Han. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the war like Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjord from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present Sawtrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the Sawtrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the Sawtrap is what has allowed Radzad Han to thrive all these years.
So for the most part, most of the people are allowed to, you know, live their lives relatively free with no real true authority oversighting it. But in times of emergencies or great strife, then the Sawtrap is the one who can make decisions. Because if you have, let's say you have 100 people in a room, 100 people, when everything's going normal, could probably are able to get along and figure out solutions. However, when there's an emergency that none of them know how to, that not one person truly knows how to fix, it creates enough strife that 100 people couldn't figure out how to fix it because they all have their own views. You could have 100 people in a room and have four ideas how to fix something between all the people. When you put the power in one person's hands, yeah, does it put a high risk because if that one person has all the power, you basically put all your chips on that one basket. But it comes to an easier way of coming up to a decision on the plan because instead of having 100 people screaming at each other, you have that one person making the decisions and the others follow. So it provides emergency relief. It provides that emergency like authority that you need in times when you actually do need it.
And it was the Sawtrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Her 1-800 number is calling me. I hate these 1-800 numbers.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something? Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
I have enough spirit. We need to last us go a while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let's head back to the Great Quit, shall we? Huh. That actually makes me quite curious on what is going to go on. So Fandaniel is the one working in. And he wants to stop it, but at the same time he doesn't. There's a bear after me right there. Or whatever the hell that thing is. Lizard people. Yeah, I'm quite curious on that front. Like, is he going to do anything to stop it? Oh, man. I don't understand all of Fandaniel's work yet. Like, I have to be with this character long enough to fully comprehend where his mindset is beyond he's just insane. And the reason I say that is because he's not like a Lahabrea, he's not Elidibus, he's not Emmett Selk. Lahabrea had reasonings for what he did. Even though we may not have interacted with him too much, and his character, like, he had for the most part trying to just stop us and, you know, trying to get to the forefront of the rejoining. Emmett Selk, on the other hand, he was very meticulous in what he did. He harbored the entire weight of his entire civilization on his shoulders, and he was trying to bring them back no matter what it took. But at the same time, he always tried to find somebody who'd be willing to take that burden off his shoulders so that he no longer had to take it, and he gave it to us. And then Elidibus had a reasoning because he had the hopes, again, of his people. He was placed because he was made for that exact purpose. But Fandaniel's different. He's just nuts, so it's hard to really get a feel for his character as well. Hattie, my thanks again for your assistance. For your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. I love experience. Oof. If you excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you're both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nadana. Seeing that stores of giant gal are running low. But what? When I last looked, there was still plenty. I suspected there was before Andre told him about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons. It appears to have been seen aspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, far be it for me to complain, but we need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate Doctor, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Hydaelyn, although I underpress our task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch a giant skull? In case you're not familiar with giant skull, it's a type of ore we found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Ground, isn't far away, so it should take much time. May we impose upon you once more. Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named whatever the hell it is. Zanua? Zanua? He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hamza, Mistress Nohana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. Bring the Hamza to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. You mount. New mounts? New mounts? I want to mount. I mean, new mount. I want that new mount. I want the new mount. I want the mount. Huh. I'm still very curious on the front of whether I'm going to have to do any additional side missions to get all the armors. Again, I'm hoping they got rid of that crap. But you know, you never know when playing this game. There are Hamza identity for creature looks familiar. It's because they're close to getting Eorzean dodos. Hamza have long been kept as livestock in the Favnar, and a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these was raised by monsters from the tower. Accounts said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me in your own destination, but a stone's throw away. If you have no objection, let us first make for the outpost we set forth at your word. You're ready? Then let us start. You need only ride and relax, my friend. I will take the lead for yours to follow. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. It is literally a giant turkey. I wanted to die and eat it. I wonder how them legs taste. I gotta shut up. I just got hungry. Backward forming from the sword legend holds was wielded by Matsuyu against Mirga before it was cast down at the conflict's end. You imagine playing this and there's like 100 of these running around to do the next mission? Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. The left, and requiring no introduction, is the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. Oh, I just saw somebody commit suicide. I must add that the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff. The outpost itself is on the beach. Somebody just killed themselves. I need an adult. This is the dumbest. I cannot imagine you playing as like one of the really big characters riding this thing. It'd have to be a meme in itself. Like the female characters, all of them could ride this. The male Lalas could ride this. But no way in hell are you telling me the big bastards can ride this thing and it's okay. Not in a million years, bruh. Bruh. You kill the poor turkey. And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Well, it would be the young Varshan on an errand for the Sawtrap. I have his excellently bade me come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. Simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive his excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been, what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. And like those before me, went on to represent the Sawtrap of foreign lands. Wherever he may be now, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition and gladly, I pray you do not think ill of his excellency. Certainly not that, whatever happens, my faith in Sawtrap is unwavering. I still worry for you. You will be overcome with sadness, something were to befall you, for our, as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, Nabin. Thank you. Who might this be? Not Harnish by the look of her. Permitting line example, the Eorzean contingent come to assist in making of the Talisman. Where always do you say 2 towers appeared over there too? Yes, tell me, what is the situation like? Crazy. Have to exchange information with our soldiers. Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. An excellent idea. Given the unpresent nature of the threat, some of ours are insanely anxious. We should be glad to any tidings you can share. You two bring Rashawn the latest report and answer any questions he may have. All appears quiet with the power at the moment. I dare say the soldiers won't mind if you approach them. 3 different ones to talk to. Okay. I heard about you, the visit from Eorzea. Is there anything we can tell us about the Telefori? We know that they're the ones behind the tower and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it they want this? This we don't understand. What, they want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can't bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. It occurs to me I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats, such as now. We train hard amid only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on 2 occasions, they came in force. We had to pay a heavy price. What are the towers in orders? Do they like live spawn monsters? It's the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls from outside aid to be answered. Yeah, so pretty much we're all... Every single nation is on its own because it's fighting their own war. We wish to know about the tower. To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zalt, as folks come calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Noranair. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to the corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with towers in your homeland? Struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie in the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. Finished speaking with soldiers, have you? I hope it was enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation, trading held both. Radzan Han ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, the stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. What come, you had best see the original heir in his mind. Will keep me here a while longer, however. I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Why not? The path's straightforward. You need but follow the road east upon the Hamza. You will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. Yay, I get to ride my turkey back. Through the 100 years, want to return home, it reluctantly offers its back. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with the Radiant Beastkeeper at the Hamza Hatchery to mount it again. Sure. I get to ride my turkey back. Wee snow, wee snow. Ain't it funny? I want to eat this damn thing so bad, man. I'm not even lying. Them legs looking tasty right about now. I could kill me some of that. Wings are worthless. That breast, oh my god, chicken breast has to be freaking phenomenal. Oh. I just realized I haven't had KFC in a long time. Where the hell am I going, by the way? Oh, I gotta go up top? Pog. My turkey gonna fly, my turkey flies, fly, turkey fly. Tell her I'm a dodo bird. This game's a meme. I love memes. I'm just gonna ride it up there because it says ride the Hamza, so it says if it's telling you have to ride it, you might as well just ride it and not deal with the consequences. I'd hate to have to ride all the way back and not be on this. Go get my turkey, it's funny. Go back, turkey, go back. Is that a giraffe? Damn, that thing's thick. Bye, turkey. Soon do you arrive, you just ain't the 100 dashers off. Little bastard. Get you back. Why's that guy wearing no freaking clothes? I is indeed the giant skull grounds, and I am Zenunya. Zenhuya. Zenuna. I'm just gonna say Zenuna. Is there something you require? Giant skull for the Alchemists say, but of course they have it. They never tirelessly deal with the tower, and so it's the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Hey, our sack of the purest giant skull we always set aside for our alchemist friends. Deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. So the goal is I could pay 100 to go back. I'll ride my turkey back. I'll ride my fly bird back. I like my birdie. But I'm very curious on how this is gonna work. So this level 81 stuff? No, the mission itself is level 80, but the fate over there is level 81. So they are preparing for the lower level stuff right about now. Very interesting. So I'm going to have enough of a level boost to get to where I need to be. My only concern is going to be is if I don't get to level 82 by the end of this quest line, I do want to double check some stuff to sit there and see if the next mission goes to 82. Because if I remember right, Shadowbringers kind of went that way, where I think it went from 80 to 82, and then you jump to 84, then 86, 88 no, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80. At least that's how I remember those missions going. Really? So oh my god, dude. That actually makes me depressed. Wow. So all of it got moved back. Because it's all the old stuff. Wait a minute. That's one thing I need to see, though. So we didn't approach our first dungeon until level 71. I am level 81, so there's gonna be a dungeon in between 80 and 82. So it goes by odds, and then it goes to evens. Trials. It was also added into the mix. So I'm assuming we're gonna follow a similar pathway that we already have. Okay, that's where my curiosity kind of was at really badly, which is when do we go to dungeons? So dungeons are in between the level gaps to get you that extra boost. Trials could also be moved in between there. It's just a question of whether you do them or not. Welcome back, Ian. I hope you have the giant skull. And this is going to be 30% larger than the other games, so there's going to be a lot more story too, and maybe an extra dungeon or two, or an extra trial or two added to it as well. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it's ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can. Is Hydaelyn going to come back again?
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Stinian's got no blood in him.
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Bad for Daniel. Bad.
What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
At long last! Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zhed. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Oh, you needed that? Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I won't be that rude.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Alright guys, unfortunately though, we do have to end the episode again. So, fun stuff we're learning. Finn Daniel's running about. Spooky, spooky. So, enjoy Past Demons. He gives you another outro. Alright everybody, this is Demon telling you goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Endwalker. Again, I probably won't get too lucky and have too many like openings because there's going to be so many people playing Endwalker. So I'm doing a custom little outro for it this time around. So as I always sit there and say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks.